Okie smoky, okie smoky, okie smoky, okie smoky. Oh, no, we're not doing this again. Okay, in case you were scared, nope, we're not doing this again. I'm really wait, you deal. But you have, okay, so you deal 14 damage with a 30% damage increase, pretty much. That is around 20 damage, I think. Yeah, you're weak. You're weak. Isn't this a horrible weapon? I need to oh my god. I need to recalculate all of these 15 gold weapons, because in my mind, this one is actually a strong one. But it definitely doesn't seem to be the case whenever I test it. The Elven Spear is the worst one. I think this one is the strongest one, mathematically speaking, because it has the same, like, look at this. It has 2.6 second cooldown, right? 15 damage. This has 14 damage, but 3 second cooldown. But they have the both crit, like the same crit, right? So this one is definitely better. Okay. But yeah, I think this is the best one. Maybe the Bone Club is. You. Let's level up, let's roll. Yeah, and here we have 3.2 seconds for 25 damage. That is 100% better than this one. They're actually quite similar. I don't know, you know what, I'll do the math one day again. But listen, we don't need that right now. We are good, we are fine. What do we do today? Good question. How about we just see what happens without having like a set direction? Because it always fails. It actually doesn't fail, it works out like 80% of the time. Maybe we should do that again. We don't have that, so we'll go for the daily rolls. 6 gold each day, thank you very much. It's even more because it doesn't progress the rule cost, so if you have to roll a lot, it's quite nice. Okay. Well, that's what we wanted to see. Perfect, look at this. Moon, Poison, I don't like any of these. Do I just get rid of it? I could do that, then we can buy you. I can also sell you and get you. Let's roll. Well, that is a flawless shop. So now the question is, what is stronger? 2.2 seconds 15, 2.3 seconds 15, so you're a little bit better than this one. And I'm pretty sure this one is the worst one. Blazing Bull. Have we done a Blazing Bull run before? I'm pretty sure we have. Like, no. Okay, you know what, I'll quickly look up the thumbnails. Oaken Tower. The problem is because I upload so many videos, it's always hard for me to find one that I've done already. Seriously? We have never done Blazing Bull? Yeah, we have. Okay, the title was It's Broken. Or something like that. That's not the title, but what I had on the thumbnail. Let's look for something else. We had a ton of money. Like, this is the moment where we want to find it. What happens if you give this to the guy? You know who I mean. Like, what happens if you do that? You know what, I'll get rid of you. What happens if we do that? We'll put in the fire to win. Do we roll? Yeah, let's roll. Okay, that wasn't really worth it. I've also never done this one. Hold on, hold your horses. So we could go for the treasure one, but I think maybe we should go for this one. Okay, here's the deal. We will go for this one if we don't get the Elven encounter. If we do get the Elven encounter, we're going for the treasure chest. What does that mean? I have no idea. You know? I have zero idea. I have less than zero clue. We actually lose this well. I have less than zero clue what this really means. Okay, good. I'm actually happy about that a little bit. So let's go for the experience. I could have also upgraded the dagger, but I'm not sure if that's worth it. So, your maze. That means we have to put in a ton of mazes. We also want to put in crit, which now gets a little bit difficult because we are running out of space, but we have to find more maze. That would also work. Damage scaling, sure. Let's do this. Let's sell you. Let's put you in. Why do you not work? Because moon. Okay, but that's fine. That is also maze. Do we just want to put in a ton of mazes, or do we want to scale this up first? That's a very, very, very good question, Dex. Mr. Dex. Mr. Dex. I think because we need so many mazes that we have to put in. Did I actually sell the bone club? That is a maze. I just realized that. It's okay. Let's just scale this up. We don't technically even have to go for all of the mazes. Like, I could just reduce its cooldown and not make use of its effect. But I think if we do that, that would be a little bit silly. And by a little bit, I mean a lot. Okay, multicast is nice for the damage scaling. That is another chest. Let's put you out. Let's move you over here. Let's put you in. Let's get you. That is a triple. We also go for even more multicast. Which means we have a little bit of a problem. You know what? You're out. You're in. We have a little bit of a problem because I can't really get the cooldown down. I should really pick up every single maze that we find. But for now, we'll just do the damage scaling. And then we think about the problem solving later on, okay? Let's do that. Because it gets decent damage. Like, do you see that? We have crit on it. We have damage scaling on it. It's actually quite nice. Cleric is sadly useless. That would be good for the future. This I don't think we care about because it's too expensive. Like, yes, we'll look for it. That is a maze. Which would be amazing. Get it? But we are looking for this one. We want to 2-star this because then it doesn't need mazes anymore. Okay. Sure, buddy. Sure, buddy. Sure, buddy. That reminds me so much of the build that I had. Like, so much. So the good thing is we got a huge amount of crit scaling. I'm really happy about that. Nice. Now I could give this crit, but I actually don't want to do that. You know, because I think this is overkill. Do we need purple schmurple? Not really. I'll take the money. Yeah, cool. I mean, do you have something good that I actually want to use? Like something really good? I don't think so. Right? Let's just go for the duplication potion, which is very disappointing, but like look at my items. What am I supposed to do? More maze. Amaze me. I still don't want to have all of the different mazes. I just want to upgrade this. I do believe we have enough damage to you know, to do this. Do we do this? Sure. It's way too late for that, but let's do it. What's the worst thing that can happen? That I die? Huh? Really? You think so? Yeah, okay, it could be. Could be. I want that, sure. Because that's a triple for legendary and it's nothing at all. I knew that. Perfect. Not so perfect. Okay. Do we need that right now? It does get more multicast. I should really get this right now. You know what? Let's do this. Because it doesn't make it less likely to appear. Well, now I can just buy it. It doesn't make it less likely to appear. And we have to roll as much as possible to find stuff. Like, we can't pay more on the next day. We just roll maximum. Are you done, by the way? No. Still not. You know what? This little bit of gold, we are fine. We just give this multicast. We don't go for the crit damage yet because that's overkill. Okay, beautiful. We actually got some cooldown out of this. You know what? I'm happy about that. Let's keep rolling. That's really not what I want to see. Okay, one more. One more. How much do you sell for? 50. Let's do it. We can find one more. There, we can take that. That is a legendary. But sometimes you just don't like to work with me. I need HP. Wait a second. Okay. This is fine. You have 100%. That means you are out. You do deal bonus damage. Do I want to keep it for that reason? Not really. We rather want to like slot in something else. We could even slot in you. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, sure. I should have gotten these first. Yeah, but like you... like... Booty, you know? Help me out a bit. That is not helping out. I really shouldn't do this. I really shouldn't do this. Are we done damage scaling? I think I wanna be safe rather than sorry. Yeah, I think that was the right call. We would have died there. We would have definitely died there. Okay, I still can't afford it. Wait, we don't need you. So now I can afford it. And we have 75 gold. That is 235. It's still not enough. I could get it, but I think I will scale up our money first. Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay, that was 32k HP, you know, we still did it. So that's respectable. But now we can sell these. In case we need money. I wanted to have the money instead. Because if we roll, we can't do anything with it. Keep that in mind. Okay, I have to sell them now. Start of combat reduces cooldown to 0.5 seconds and gain 3 damage per maze. Or gain 50 damage and trigger this indefinitely. Which sounds like a lot of fun, but it... I don't know, like it was permanent already, right? Because its cooldown got reduced, so that is not the biggest buff. But I guess what we need now is... we actually have to get the dark items that re-trigger... you. We need you. That's what we need. We don't need this anymore. Because that is 100 bonus damage we get. That also means we don't need these. The only way how we could make use of them is if we get the other dark item. Okay, there's a triple. Nice. Okay. We don't really need that, but maybe I'll keep it for now. I don't want to use the cooldown because we have nothing to use it on. Instead, we look for the dark item. Yeah, I also don't need you anymore. I could put it on the dark item, I guess, maybe. But I think what we want is we just want more of these. Nothing else. Okay, that is good. Let's go. Yeah. We deal a little bit of damage, you know. Just a little bit. Oh wait, I have to roll slowly. There it is. So if we fight a super long fight, this will scale. And what we'll do is we'll give it 1 chance to gain cooldown. That is not a... yeah, okay. You trigger instantly. Did I see that right? It's the start of combat effect that it immediately triggers. Okay, that makes it actually insanely valuable. I didn't know that. I had no idea. So the only thing we are looking for is... exactly. Bam. This. And maybe we can triple it. I don't think so, because they are so rare. I never find them for some reason. So you're out. You're also out. You're also out. We could put this in if we triple it. Like, you know, just in case we fight one of these super long fights, then we re-trigger this every 9 seconds, which is not that great, but it's something. Okay, well, we got it. And maybe we find another one, if we get lucky. We don't need you. Another one. Another one. Another one. Yeah, just as an emergency plan. I can't believe we actually got this to 3-star. That is insane. And I can actually still level up. Perfect. How that works out sometimes. So you gain a ridiculous amount of armor. But you don't even really have debuffs. That was 30k HP, by the way. They didn't even get to attack. Like, look at how fast this is. Isn't this ridiculous? Right? I just want to quickly check, because it's so fast, I want to see how far we can get. Okay, that is the limit. So, let's go. So was this like one of the most absurd weapons we've ever done? By far not. Is it one of the most consistent weapons we've ever done? I think so. Definitely not the early parts of it, you know, there was a high chance of losing the game. But later on, because it attacks instantly, and like it's at 800 damage, right? Without the buffs that we have right now, 800 damage times 5 is 4000 damage times... No, it's already considering it. But yeah. So 4000 damage every 0.1 seconds is a lot of damage against a normal build. Like 5 hits and most builds are done so. So that was it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, then don't forget to subscribe, give the video a like, and see you the next time.